Hey there, happy Wednesday, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Forgive my cracked tile here. I need to get a new one. I am going to show you guys today how I made those faux ceramic tile looking earrings that I showed. So let's get into it. This is a piece of white. It is rolled out on my thickest setting, which is a 0 for me. And you want to make sure if you're using white, you don't want anything dirty getting on it. So make sure your hands are clean, your tools are clean, your tiles clean, or your work surface is clean. Everything needs to be clean so that you don't get anything on there. This is actually clean, it's just stained. I like to do these little rounded squares. You can do any shape that you want. So first I'm just going to cut out 2 of these. Oops. And I'm going to make sure that my edges are nice. They don't have to be perfect because I am going to sand them after baking, but I do want them somewhat nice. But I don't want to flaw up the top or mess up the shape or anything. So that's why I'm just really going lightly around with my finger on this. And then the first couple that I didn't do this part next. I did it after I had finished it, so I kind of learned my lesson. I'm gonna take some this is 22 gauge wire, cut 2 little pieces because I'm gonna make hangers. You don't have to make hangers. You can just drill holes afterwards. That's fine. Also, I have done them that way as well, but I kind of like them with the little hangers. So just take some little pieces of wire and I'm just going to bend them around to make a little hanger here. And I'm actually going to make these a little shorter. And then I'm just going to jam it right into the top here. I like to just get pliers and hold them like that. And then very gently, if you guys can see, make sure that you're in the middle too, or at least in the area of where you want to place it, and slide it in there. I did a better job when I did it secondary. Okay, so there's that. You've got it in there like so. I'll get this one done. Okay. And just slide it in like so, and then compare them, make sure that they're sticking out the same amount and all that fun stuff. So these look like that. Okay, so the next thing you do, I like to do hearts. I think you guys probably know that about me by now, but I have this tiny little heart cutter. I have a whole bunch. It was a stud cutter set, and I will try to find the link. It was on Etsy. I'll try to find the link, but there's literally like a dozen different shapes that I got in this set. So I'll try to find it and put a link in there. But you're going to take your ink pad, rub your heart on there, and then find the middle of your tile here. And you're going to press in pretty good, maybe halfway. So it's like that. And do that obviously on both of them. But that's why we do them, that's why we roll it out on the thickest, so that you can get in there pretty deep, because you want it kind of embedded in there. So let me just show you. I have lost my blade. See if I can get them up. I can't. I don't want to mess it up. So hold on one sec. Let me find. Here we go. Remember, all the tools that you're using, make sure that they're clean. Unless you're working with black, and then you don't really need to worry about it. But I just want to show you guys. It's pretty embedded in there. Like that. So you want them to dry just a little bit. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for that kind of ink, for some reason, stamping ink, to dry. So you want to give it a few minutes. So I'm going to turn you guys off for a minute so that this can dry, and I'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, they should be pretty dry by now, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the next step. So I have my pastels here. I'm going to go for a lilac this time to see how this looks. So I'm just going to shave a little bit off here to the side. You don't really need much. Just a little pile over there. Again, try not to get it too close to your actual things that you're working on, because you don't want it to get all over. Although I do have a cool trick that if you do screw up and get something on there, and I'll show you after it is baked. So I just have a paintbrush. This one is a flat tip. I wouldn't go with anything that's pointed or anything like that, because we really want to be able to get close to the edge here on this. So just dip it into your pastels there, and you're going to color in the lines. And the reason that you had to wait for that black ink to dry is because it will pull out if it's wet. So wait till it's dry, and then you can go ahead and paint your pastels in here. I like this lilac color here. This is pretty. And then you can build it up as much as you want with your pastels. So if you want it, you know, pretty dark, then just keep building and building and building. I kind of like how that looks, so I'm going to leave that. And we'll do the other one. And you don't want too big of a brush, because we're working in a tiny area here. But like I said, if you do screw up with the pastels, I do have a trick. And I might actually have to use it, because I got some powdery stuff over there. It looks like it might want to stay, so. So I think that that looks pretty good. Let me just double check. Make sure that your colors are even too. You don't want one darker than the other. Okay, so that is how they look going into the oven. Let me show you. Like this. And of course they're matte. going in, but I'm gonna go ahead and bake them. I'm gonna bake them 275 for a half an hour. And then when they come out, I'll show you my little trick for getting the stuff, the schmutz off of the white, and then how I finish them and make them glossy. So I will show you when they are done being baked. I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, I ended up making more, even a little star. So these obviously are baked, and I'm going to show you guys real quick, just kind of, if you have any little bleed over or anything like that on here, just take your rotary and then just go around the edges, and it'll bring that white back out. It'll get rid of all of, if you have any little schmutz or anything around there, it'll just brighten it right back up. So you're just kind of sanding off any of the little imperfections. So you can just go around. See, now it's nice and crisp and white. Again, no little bleed over. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do to give them that little bit of a shine, to make it look like that it's like ceramic or porcelain, is this crystal clear Krylon. I do have this in my Amazon store. You can get it anywhere at Ace or Home Depot or Lowe's or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish getting the little schmutz off of these, and then I'm going to give it one coat of this, and then I'll come back and show you what that looks like. So I'll be right back. Okay, here they are all finished, guys. You can see they're all shiny and perfectly white, and they look like ceramic. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will try to find the links for the little heart stamps, the little star stamps, my little rounded square cutters I'll put on there. Make sure you check out my website. I have a whole bunch of new stamps and stencils and all that kind of fun stuff. And if you are not on the Happy Place Studio group, it is now private, but I pretty much accept everybody. I usually just accept. And I'll have a link to that also. And then my Patreon, where I do exclusive content. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked it. See you soon. Bye.